Betrayed twice. My friend's wife cheated with his sister. My best friend Jake had always been a loyal husband and a caring brother. He married his high school sweetheart Emma and cherished his younger sister Lily. For years, he believed his life was picture perfect until the day his world came crashing down in the most unimaginable way. Jake had never suspected that Emma and Lily were anything more than friends. They were close, but he assumed it was just a natural bond between his wife and his sister. That was until one fateful evening when he arrived home earlier than expected from a business trip. He had planned to surprise Emma with a romantic dinner, but as he stepped into the house, he heard laughter coming from the bedroom. His heart pounded. He walked towards the door and pushed it open, only to find his wife in bed with his own sister. Time seemed to freeze as his brain struggled to process what he was seeing. Emma and Lily sat up in shock, their faces pale. The air was thick with tension, and all Jake could hear was the sound of his own heavy breathing. Jake, I can explain, Emma started, but Jake raised his hand to silence her. His voice was cold, detached. Explain? How do you explain this? My wife? My sister? He shook his head, disgusted. Lily, tears forming in her eyes, finally spoke. Jake, I didn't mean for this to happen. I love her. The words hit him like a sledgehammer. Love? Was this not just a fling, but something deeper? His mind raced. How long had this been going on? Had his entire marriage been a lie? Get out, he whispered, his voice trembling with rage. Both of you. Emma hesitated, reaching for him. Please, Jake, let's talk. No, he snapped. You destroyed everything. They left that night, and Jake was left alone in the house that no longer felt like home. The betrayal burned in his chest. His wife had been unfaithful, and his sister, the person he had protected and loved since childhood, had been a part of it. For weeks, Jake isolated himself, trying to process the pain. But pain soon turned into something else, the need for revenge. He wasn't going to let them walk away without consequences. Jake was a calculated man. Instead of an emotional outburst, he planned his revenge carefully. First, he made sure Emma would feel the weight of her betrayal. She had always been career-focused, working in a competitive industry where reputation mattered. Jake anonymously leaked pictures and messages proving her infidelity, ensuring her professional world crumbled just as his personal world had. As for Lily, he cut her off completely, refusing to acknowledge her existence. He had always been her protector, her rock, but now she had to navigate life without his support. Their family was divided, and Lily became the outcast. But Jake wasn't done. He knew Emma had always dreamed of moving abroad for work, something they had discussed when they were married. With the connections he had, he made sure her visa applications were repeatedly rejected. Every opportunity she had to start fresh was stripped away. She was stuck, unable to move forward while drowning in the mess she had created. His final act of revenge was more personal. He knew Emma and Lily thought they could escape the situation and live happily together. But Jake had one more card to play. He spread rumors, carefully placed bits of truth and exaggeration, ensuring that their new relationship was met with judgment and whispers. They had betrayed him, but now they would be the ones ostracized. Months later, Jake ran into Lily by chance. She looked different, exhausted, regretful. She tried to talk to him, to apologize again, but he simply walked past her as if she were a stranger. He had lost a wife and a sister, but he had gained something else, closure. They had made their choices, and now they had to live with them. Jake moved on, stronger and wiser. Betrayal had changed him, but it had also freed him. And as for Emma and Lily, they were left to pick up the pieces of the destruction they had caused. Karma, after all, has a way of catching up.